stand-up comedy about stuff that matters. That's the invitation. Give us a woo if you've been to a sustainable stand-up show before. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Let's send a lot of love to that one brave person. 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. Everybody is welcome. I'm delighted to be here with you guys. I'm delighted to be alive. This week, 2 days ago, I was in the cardio emergency room at Charité. And I was in there with this beautiful lady here. She helped me through it. What happened was that this week I had chest pains and I had a shortness of breath, which I still have a little bit, and I was really tired. And in medical terms, that's the heart attack symptoms sampler. So I just wanted to get to the hospital and work out, like what was happening. So I get there and they do a bunch of tests, and the doctor comes back and she's really happy, right? And she comes in and she says, I got 2 things to say to you. First, Belina, you have the blood of a young, athletic 20-year-old person. I should probably give that back. Number 2 is that it's not your heart. The problem is not your heart, so it's not my heart, which is awesome. Yes. You have something called costochondritis. Are there any costies in the room tonight? Costochondritis is this condition where it feels exactly like you're having a heart attack, but it's not your heart. Now this makes me curious about a specific Venn diagram. You have people having a heart attack, people with costochondritis, people with costochondritis having a heart attack. Because the medical advice changes dramatically from the 2 big spheres. So if you're having a heart attack, if you have any of those symptoms, if you have multiple symptoms, they'll say, immediately go to the emergency room, right? I used to be in that section. But if you have costochondritis, what they say to you is, you're probably fine. And they say, see your doctor within 2 weeks. So my question is, what happens if you're in that fit, right? So they don't know a lot about costochondritis. They don't know what causes it. They don't know why it goes away. There's a link to stress, and what's happening for this condition is that the tissues around my heart are getting inflamed and stressed. I have a modest proposal to improve this condition. I think we should move it slightly to the boobs. This way, if I'm having a stressful week, at least I'll quietly be smiling that my rack looks fantastic. If it was in the boobs, like costochondritis, if it was in the boobs, then I wouldn't need to be wearing a bra this evening. And also, every time Trump is on television, Donald Trump is on television, I could use them as shoulder pads. That's how much he stresses me out. Trump presidency is stressing me out so much that it's changing my thinking. And I'll tell you how. So when I first moved here 3 years ago, I wasn't used to having the church bells ringing, right? I didn't grow up with that. But so when I first heard that, I would think, every time I heard church bells ring, I would think, the bells are getting louder! Like the Monty Python sketch. I don't know if you've seen that Monty Python sketch. If you haven't, Google it, it's awesome. But now, every time the church bells are ringing at a time where I'm not expecting, my first thought is, I wonder if we're at nuclear war. And they're letting us know in the only way they can, using church bells in Morse code in German. There's one association in my brain that hasn't changed yet, thankfully, is every time I see the word Kaiser written in Berlin, part of me thinks Soze. Yes, about 15 people have seen me. Usual suspects. So I'm part US American and I'm part French, and it's really rebellious of me living here because I have no tattoos on my body whatsoever. None. I don't feel feel like I need them. I have a perfectly round circle birthmark right on my butt. I feel that's enough. And I didn't realize that birthmarks can run in the family. But my dad actually has the same birthmark, and my cousins do, and my grandfather had it. I feel like if I were to give birth to a child, I could go to the baby ward and go, flip him over. Okay, that one's mine, right there. There's a theory that says that birthmarks are an indication of how you died in your previous life. So most of my family were shot in the ass. Our family motto is retreat. So I would like now to shift to introducing you to 7 gorgeous people one at a time who will definitely not retreat, who are doing stand-up comedy for the first time. So here's our job, right? Our job to collectively on stage, and you as an audience, is to fill this room with as much love and light and laughter as we possibly can. That's our job, yeah? And we're going to practice how do we greet these lovely people doing stand-up for the first time, how do we make them feel good? So in a moment, I'm going to call up the first person, and your job is to start clapping as they walk towards the stage. And the closer they get to the stage, the louder you are. Let them do stuff with the microphone here and keep clapping.